Hello YouTube, this is Operation Homecoming, USA China 2. USA has 52 to spend, it's spending 4 on tech, and 20 on a battleship, 15 on a destroyer and a transport, and 12 on 2 subs for 47, saving 1. China has 15 to spend and be buying 5 infantry. U.S. has no combats to declare because the Axis have failed to attack anything yet, so we're just kind of playing patty cakes at the moment. But interesting developments. As people have said, they're trying new things, which I always like. And I'm trying to think about new things, but my opponents haven't given me much of an opportunity other than kind of with respect to China. But let's get right into it. So from the U.S. side, the destroyer and sub in 48 are going to go to 26. The carrier in 30 is going to go to 26. The fleet in 10, it's going to, the aircraft carrier with the fighter and the TAC, the destroyer and the transport are going to go to 26. The transport's going to pick up an infantry and a tank and drop them on the island of Hawaii. So that's everything on this side. If we go to the other side, an infantry and artillery are going to rail to western United States, and the bomber is going to fly 1 to central, 2 to western, 3 to 10, 4 to 12, 5 to 26, 6 to Hawaii. So I think that's all the movements that we can make with the U.S. So from a deployment perspective, the battleship, the destroyer, and the transport are going to go into Sea Zone 10, and the 2 subs are going to go into Sea Zone 101. All right, from a China perspective, number of battles to declare. 2 infantry and a cavalry from Sichuan are going to move into Yunnan. 2 infantry and a cavalry from Sichuan are going to attack Kwaichao. 1 of the infantry from Shanxi and 1 of the infantry is going to attack Hopei, and 1 of the infantry in Shanxi is going to attack Suiyuan. The cavalry is going to go 2 and support the attack in Hopei, and the fighter is going to go 1, 2 and have 2 left and support the attack in Suiyuan. So some risky battles, but need to try and take some of the Japanese men off the board. So let's start with the battle for Yunnan. U.S. China has 2 unsupported infantry and a cavalry. Misses. Japanese response. Miss. Misses again. It's not going good. Miss. Hit. Miss. So Yunnan has reverted back with no Chinese losses. So let's do the battle in Kwaichao. Sorry, it's 2 infantry and a cavalry. So again, it's 2 unsupported infantry and a cavalry rolling against a single Japanese. Miss. Japanese response. Miss. Can't roll anything today. Hit. So Kwaichao will fall. That's the Japanese response. Hit. So the Japanese will lose their guy and the Chinese will lose a cavalry. All right, so let's do the battle for Hopei. I have a cavalry and an unsupported infantry from China going up against a lone Japanese. Miss. Wow, my dice are really cold. Hit. So I will take the infantry and press on the battle. Hit. So the territories, well, may fall depending upon the Japanese response. Hit. So the troops in Hopei wiped themselves out, but it did not, Chinese did not capture the territory. So the battle for Suiyuan, there's a Chinese fighter and unsupported infantry rolling against a single Japanese guy. So I'll roll that all at once. The Chinese hit, the Japanese missed. So that will fall. Okay. So, China will go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Japan will go down 4. So China will go to 8. And Japan will go down to 30. All right, so Chinese deployments. I gotta land the plane too. Three of the guys will go into Sichuan. 2 guys, oh, I took the wrong guy there. I took the Chinese guy in Suiyuan versus the Japanese guy. So 2 guys will go down in Shenxi and 3 infantry will go into Sichuan. The plane will come back to Sichuan. Okay, so let's start with the Chinese deployment because we're there. Yunnan has 2 Chinese infantry and a cavalry. Kwaichao has 2 Chinese infantry. In Sichuan, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 infantry, 3 artillery, and a fighter. Let me just count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 infantry, 3 artillery, and a fighter. Kwaichao, I think I said it, but is 2 Chinese infantry. Shenxi is 2 Chinese infantry, and Suiyuan is a single Chinese infantry. From a U.S. side, in western United States, there are 3 mechs and infantry and artillery and 2 AAAs. C-Zone 10, there's a battleship, a destroyer, and a transport. C-Zone 26, there are 2 aircraft carriers with 3 fighters and attack on them. There are 4 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 2 subs. 4 destroyers, 2 subs, 2 cruisers, a battleship, and 2 transports, as well as the 2 carriers that I mentioned, with 3 fighters and a tactical. On the island of Hawaii, there are 4 infantry, an artillery, a tank, a fighter, and a strategic bomber. And then C-Zone 101, there's a U.S. carrier with 2 fighters, a destroyer, a cruiser, a transport, and 2 U.S. subs. There's also a British cruiser in 101. In the eastern United States, there's an infantry, a mech, and 2 AAA. On to UK2.